Welcome back to Elusive Escapes. Today we're in Munich, the charming German city known for beer, Bavarian traditions, and stunning old world architecture. But beyond Oktoberfest and beer gardens, there are plenty of secret gems and must-see spots waiting to be explored. And the first place among them, where we are taking you today, is Viktualienmarkt. This place is like the city's pantry, but way more fun. It started out as a simple farmer's market way back, but today, it's a full-on sensory experience packed into one buzzing plaza. You've got around 100 stalls here, each one offering something different. Think juicy fruit, crusty bread, artisanal cheeses, jars of golden honey, fancy wines, even handmade gifts if you're looking to bring something back. And the best part? You can snack your way through the market. Seriously, it's almost impossible not to. You'll find everything from traditional Bavarian bites to some wild, unexpected options. And there's even an ice cream stand that serves flavors like beer and currywurst. As you wander around, keep an eye out for some quirky little statues and fountains honoring local characters from Munich's past. And just next to the market, you'll spot the Heilige Geistkirche. Beautiful, quiet, and absolutely worth a peek if you love old architecture. Most of the action happens from Monday to Saturday, between 8 in the morning till about 8 at night. Mondays can be a bit quiet since some stalls close, but the rest of the week, it's full of life. And the best part, you don't need a ticket or any kind of booking. Just show up, explore, and eat your way through. Honestly, it's one of those places you could visit every day and still discover something new each time. Just go hungry. You've been warned. After snacking your way through the market, you might want to stretch your legs a bit, and there's no better place to do that than in Munich's biggest green escape, Englischer Garten. It won't be wrong to say that Englischer Garten is Munich's very own slice of paradise. It stretches all the way from the center of the city to the northern edge. And it's not just big, it's massive. We're talking bigger than Central Park massive. You could literally spend the whole day here and still find corners you haven't explored. Once you're inside the garden, the vibe totally shifts. It's all shady pathways, open lawns perfect for a picnic or a nap, and lakeside spots like Klein Hesseloher See where you can rent a paddle boat or just chill at a lakeside cafe with a cold beer. Speaking of beer, there are plenty of traditional beer gardens scattered through the park, including one near the Chinesischer Turm, a wooden pagoda that looks like it belongs in a completely different country and somehow fits perfectly here. You'll also want to climb the small hill up to the Monopteros, a little Greek-style temple that gives you a fantastic panoramic view across the treetops toward Munich's skyline. On clear days, you can even spot landmarks like the Frauenkirche and the Neues Rathaus poking through the rooftops. The whole park is completely free to enter, and it's open all year round. In summer, expect sunbathers, frisbees, and impromptu concerts. In winter, when the snow hits just right, the park transforms into a peaceful, snowy wonderland, perfect for sledding or even cross-country skiing. Now to get here, you can hop off the U-Bahn at Universität or Lehel stations, or just stroll over from Marienplatz. It's all connected by foot. And if you follow the path toward the southern edge of the park, this is where our next hidden spot is. Eisbachwelle. Eisbachwelle is a real man-made river wave that's been attracting thrill seekers and curious onlookers for decades. The wave itself isn't huge, standing just under a meter tall, but it's fast and constant, making it surprisingly challenging even for seasoned surfers. And that's the thing, you can't just show up here with a rental board and hope for the best. This wave is not for beginners. It's shallow, the current's strong, and the space is tight, but that's part of what makes it so impressive. Whether it's sunny or snowing, you'll spot wetsuit-clad surfers jumping into the water, doing tricks, wiping out, climbing out, and going again. They make it look easy, but trust me, it's not. Finding it is simple. Head to Prinzregentenstraße, right near the Haus der Kunst. That's Munich's modern art museum, and you'll hear the water before you even see it. There's no ticket or schedule. Just wander over, and chances are you'll catch someone surfing. They go year-round, rain or shine. And in case you're wondering how iconic this spot is, it even made a list of the top 100 most beautiful beaches in the world, the only one from Germany to make the cut, beating out some big names. Overall, Eisbachwelle is more of a watch and be amazed kind of stop. It's a great way to start your walk through the Englischer Garten, or wrap up an art museum visit with something unexpected and totally Instagram worthy. Just don't forget to keep your phone charged. You're going to want a video of this. Alright, next we are going to our next spot, which is a street in Munich that doesn't just ask for your attention, it demands it. It's literally one of Munich's most luxurious streets. Maximilianstraße. Maximilianstrasse isn't just a place, it's a mood. It's that gold-tinted afternoon light glinting off the grand facades. It's heels clicking on cobblestones, champagne glasses clinking behind tall windows, and the subtle scent of new leather drifting out of an open boutique door. Even if you're not planning on buying a €1,000 handbag, this street deserves a spot on your list. You can start your wander right at Max Josef Platz, with the Grand National Theater on one side and the ornate Munich residence on the other. And from there, the boulevard just opens up in front of you like a catwalk. High-end stores line the sidewalks. Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Bulgari, all the usual suspects, each with windows so gorgeously styled they feel like art installations. Even the buildings have this stately confidence about them, built in the 19th century under King Maximilian II, whose name still echoes through the street. There's a mix of neo-Gothic elegance and Renaissance flair here that makes it feel timeless, like stepping into a painting where the colors haven't faded. If you walk the full stretch, you'll end up at the Maximilianeum, an imposing palace now home to the Bavarian Parliament. And between both ends, you'll pass not only designer labels, but also contemporary art galleries, elegant cafes, and if your timing's right, even a street performer adding just the right soundtrack to the experience. Need a break? Grab a seat at one of the shaded terraces and soak in the scenery. Or if you're in the mood to splurge, the Schwarzreiter restaurant tucked inside the legendary Hotel Vier Jahreszeiten is a fine dining spot with serious Bavarian flair. The best times to visit: early evening when the light turns soft and the buildings seem to glow. To get here, you can hop off the U-Bahn at Odeonsplatz or Lehel and stroll in either direction. And while Maximilianstrasse might not be hidden in the traditional sense, its real magic is in the way it makes you feel, like you're part of something a little grander, even just for a moment. If you're even a little curious about how the world works, or if you've got kids who ask a million questions a minute, there's a place in Munich where science doesn't just sit behind glass, it leaps right out at you. Deutsches Museum. The Deutsches Museum is a giant playground of invention, discovery, and good old-fashioned nerdy wonder. Perched on its very own island in the middle of the Isar River, you'll spot it by the tall tower topped with Germany's largest thermometer. And once you're inside, get ready for a mind-bending ride through time, technology, and everything in between. Here you can actually see the first diesel engine, try a flight simulator, and even get hands-on with the nuclear fission table, which, despite how intense that sounds, is incredibly cool to witness up close. Whether it's planes hanging from the ceiling, model railways chugging along, or full-size satellites parked right in front of you, there's always something waiting to be discovered. After a major renovation, the museum has been reborn with 19 fresh exhibitions that are full of interactive features, touchscreens, and experiments you can try for yourself. It's one of those rare spots that manages to be fun for all ages. Kids have their own section, complete with pulleys, a giant guitar, and a hall of mirrors. There's even an indoor playground because science is serious business, but playtime matters too. When you're ready for a break, the museum's rooftop restaurant, Frau im Mond, is a hidden gem on its own. Named after a classic German sci-fi film, it connects directly to the space exhibit, so you can literally go from moon landers to moonlight views over the river. The terrace is the perfect spot to recharge, sip something cold, and enjoy a sweeping view of the city and the distant Alps. The easiest way to get here is to head to Isartor Station, and from there, it's just a short stroll across the bridge. The main entrance is currently on Cornelius Brücke due to ongoing renovations, but signage is clear and you won't miss that towering thermometer. You can also check their website for the latest opening hours and ticket prices, but generally it's open daily and definitely worth the entry fee. Since we're already in the mood for culture and curiosity, we are going to this next place, which is literally Munich's beating artistic heart, just a few stops away in Maxvorstadt. Kunstreal. Whether you're an art lover or just curious, the Kunstreal is one of those places where Munich drops its touristy mask and shows you something real, layered, and deeply inspiring. What makes Kunstreal special isn't just the sheer number of museums packed into one walkable area, though, yes, there are over 18 museums, 40 galleries, and 6 universities crammed into a few blocks. It's the way the whole place breathes art. You could start your morning face-to-face with Van Gogh's Sunflowers or Dürer's Apostles, grab a coffee surrounded by architecture students sketching in the sunshine, and end up deep underground exploring the tombs of ancient Egypt. It's basically a cultural choose-your-own adventure. Some of the biggest names in art live here. like the Alte Pinakothek with its Golden Age European paintings, or the sleek, modern vibes of the Pinakothek der Moderne, where you can catch Picasso, Warhol, and even full-on design and architecture exhibits all under one roof. If you love bold colors and a little flair, the Brandhorst Museum is a treasure chest of modern pop art, while the Lenbach House gives you a rare glimpse into the world of the Blue Rider Group. Think Kandinsky and Munter in a setting that's half museum, half artist's dream villa. Getting here is simple. Just hop on the U-Bahn to Königsplatz or Theresienstrasse, and the entire area unfolds around you. You don't need a strict itinerary, just comfy shoes and a bit of time to wander. After all that gallery hopping and museum wandering, next we are going for a breath of fresh air. Our next place is one of Munich's most iconic spots, where you can climb a hill built from the rubble of war, watch a sunset over the Alps, or even zip line over a stadium roof. Olympia Park. Built for the 1972 Summer Olympics, the park was designed to feel like a slice of the Alpine foothills, with rolling hills, reflective lakes, and winding paths. Today, it's a huge green space loved by locals and totally worth exploring if you want to get beyond the usual tourist trail. Even if you're not into sports, there's so much going on here that it feels more like a lifestyle destination than a park. One of the best things you can do is head up the Olympiaberg, a hill with the kind of panoramic view that makes you feel like you've earned your afternoon pretzel. If the weather's clear, you might even spot the Alps in the distance. Right next to it is the Olympiaturm, a tower that usually gives you a bird's eye view from nearly 200 meters up. It's been closed for renovations until 2026, but when it reopens, it's worth the ride up just for the skyline views and the quirky rotating restaurant near the top. Beyond the stadium and tower, the park is packed with hidden gems. There's an adorable little beer garden at the top of the hill, Olympia Alm, Munich's highest. And in summer, the meadows fill with people soaking up the sun, doing yoga, playing frisbee, or just living their best picnic life. You might stumble on food festivals, fireworks shows, or open-air movie nights, especially around Midsummer Night's Dream and the Tollwood Festival, which turned the park into a mini cultural universe. Getting to Olympia Park is also very easy. Just hop on the U-Bahn to Olympia Zentrum, and from there, everything is within walking distance. Entry to the park is totally free, and if you've got a Munich card or city pass, you'll get discounts on the tower and park train once they're open again. The Sea Life Aquarium is also right here if you're traveling with kids or just want to meet some underwater locals. Just across from Olympia Park, there's a building that looks like it might take off at any moment. All glass curves and metallic gleam, it sort of hovers like a spaceship, but inside, it's all about horsepower, innovation, and dreams on four wheels. BMW Welt. BMW Welt is part museum, part showroom, part futuristic think tank, and one of Munich's coolest hidden in plain sight attractions, especially if you've ever admired a sleek car zooming past and thought, yeah, I want to know more about that. Even if you're not a full-blown car enthusiast, this place is worth stepping into. The architecture alone feels like a sci-fi movie set, with its massive steel and glass frame and a double cone structure that looks like it could be housing secret experiments. But really, what you'll find inside is BMW's way of blending past, present, and future into one big interactive experience. You can walk through exhibitions that feature the latest models from BMW, Mini, and Rolls-Royce, everything from electric vehicles to classic icons, and even catch a glimpse of people picking up their brand new BMWs in the premiere area. Yes, there's an actual viewing platform where you can watch customers getting handed their keys like it's the red carpet of car deliveries. It's weirdly satisfying to see. For a break between exhibits, there are cafes and restaurants dotted around the building. You could grab something casual at the Cooper's Bistro, or if you're feeling fancy, head to S. Zimmer, a 2-star Michelin restaurant perched inside the building. And yes, it has window views over the futuristic floor below, because even fine dining here feels like part of the display. To get there, hop on the U-Bahn and get off at Olympia Zentrum. BMW Welt is right outside the station, and if you've got time, you can easily pair your visit with the BMW Museum or a walk through the nearby Olympia Park. Oh, and if you're carrying the Munich card or city pass, keep an eye out for some handy discounts while you're at it. While we're on a roll with iconic design and global names, there's one more destination just a quick ride away that lights up the city like no other, and that's where we are going next. Allianz Arena. Allianz Arena is one of the most eye-catching stadiums in Europe and home to none other than FC Bayern Munich. Whether you're a die-hard fan, just football curious, or purely into futuristic architecture, this place is worth the trip. First off, the design is wild in the best way. Picture a giant inflated spaceship made out of nearly 3,000 air cushions that light up in whatever color the occasion calls for. Red and white for Bayern's home games, white for German national matches, and even rainbow or emerald green on special days. That light show alone is a spectacle. With over 300,000 LEDs, this place can glow in 16 million different colors. So yeah, even if you don't go inside, it's still worth seeing it all lit up at night. But going inside is where the real fun kicks in. You can join a guided arena tour which takes you deep into the belly of the beast. You'll walk through the players' tunnel, peek into the locker rooms, and take a seat in the main stands for that just scored a goal feeling, minus the cardio. It's a pretty surreal experience to be where legends have stood, even if you don't know your Lewandowski from your Müller. Getting to the arena is easy. Just hop on the U6 line toward Frutmaning, and the stadium rises into view as you approach. It's about a 15-minute ride from the city center, and while match day has a special buzz to it, you don't have to catch a game to enjoy the place. Tours and museum visits run throughout the week. Check the website for up-to-date opening hours and ticket info, as they vary depending on events. After all that modern energy and stadium-sized excitement, let's finish our journey with a royal twist at a palace called Schloss Nymphenburg. Originally built as a gift to celebrate the birth of a royal heir back in the 17th century, Nymphenburg grew from a modest countryside retreat into a sprawling summer residence for Bavarian rulers. These days, the palace and its 180-hectare park are open to the public, and wandering through its corridors and leafy paths is one of the most serene ways to soak up Munich's royal past. Inside the palace, you'll find lavish rooms frozen in time, including the famous Steinerner Saal, or Stone Hall, with its soaring frescoes and ornate Rococo flair. One room over, you can peek into the very space where King Ludwig II, yes, the guy who built Neuschwanstein, was born. Another must-see is the Gallery of Beauties, a curious collection of portraits handpicked by King Ludwig I, featuring women from all walks of life who caught the royal eye, from shoemakers' daughters to famed mistresses. Apart from the main palace, the grounds stretch far beyond, with forested paths, tranquil canals, and 4 enchanting park pavilions hidden like Easter eggs. You'll pass the charming Amalienburg, a pastel blue Rococo hunting lodge, the Badenburg with what might be one of Europe's first indoor pools, the exotic Pagodenburg, and the slightly spooky, slightly peaceful Magdalenen Klause, styled like a crumbling ruin on purpose. It's a garden stroll with a twist of fantasy. As for practical tips, visiting Schloss Nymphenburg is pretty straightforward. You can hop on a tram from the city center or take the S-Bahn to Lyme and walk the rest. Cycling there is also a scenic option, especially in spring or autumn. The palace itself is open year-round, with shorter hours in winter, and access to the gardens is free, although there's a small ticket fee for the palace rooms and park pavilions. Alright, now, if you enjoyed this little adventure, don't forget to hit like, drop a comment with your favorite Munich hidden gem, and subscribe for more Insider City guides just like this one. Until next time, keep exploring the unexpected. See you on the next escape.